So what I have for you guys today is if your base or your head on your Shisha breaks, these are some home remedies you can use to fix it. I found the first remedy on YouTube earlier, but the procedure didn't work as well for me because it was a full can, and the full can didn't seem to do as well. So I decided to actually modify it just a little bit more, and I cut it in half. So normally you just take a Coke can, like so, and it'll be a full one. And then I cut it in half, and then I just put some tape around the edges so it doesn't cut you. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna drill a hole in the bottom, and this is where you're gonna stick one of your stoppers. This way you can have a full seal around it. Then I also added some super glue around the edges, and that's just to keep a little bit smoke in and tighter seal around it. Now the next part, my base had broken as well, and I'd found a mason jar in one of my closets. You can find these at hardware stores, thrift stores, something like that, whatever. This is just like the little cheap $40 hookahs that you can get at smoke shops. So the size for this one, I got this. The mason jar is 2.5 inches across, and the base is like 4 inches, and it just fits fine. So then you take the stem part, and here's the lid for the mason jar. You set it on just right, and it'll barely just fit perfectly. And then you'll take I just took some duct tape, taped it around. You can use super glue, hot glue, whatever, but duct tape was fine because that's all I had. And then when you're ready, you can just seal it on, or fill up your water, and then just however much water you need. That'll work just fine. Then you take the Coke can top, place that on top, and there you go. Now to load the tobacco into it, you're gonna want to take a separate piece of foil, and this one I drilled or just cut 5 holes in it, like so, like you would see in a regular bowl. And this one's gonna set kind of further deep into the soda can. This way, it can hold your tobacco a bit easier. Also, just want to be careful that you don't get it too close to the bottom, otherwise it'll just like drip through. So as you can see, it kind of dips into it like that. And that's where you're going to put your tobacco. And once you get the tobacco in, then you could get your second part. And this is just going to be like a regular foil covering for when you do like your coal and set it on top. Ta-dum! Poke a few holes in it. Let me see. I'm not sure if there's a pattern to it, but I like to just poke a bunch of little ones. That way it kind of helps keep some of the coals out, like such. Ta-da! Kind of hard to see, but yeah. And then I had lost one of the stoppers to my hookah hoses, so what I did was I took a piece of aluminum foil. Here, I'll just cut it real quick. About such size. And then fold it in half. Then what you're going to do is you're going to want to take the flat edge side that you folded, put it around the edge of your hose, just kind of wrap it around a few times, or however long you made it. And then this part you're going to want to stick in to your hose, and then you're going to take this excess foil from the top and just kind of push it in. This way it'll fold over the top, seal it in, and that keeps a pretty good glove fit in there. And it's kind of loose, but if you just keep it in there and don't pull on it really much, it'll work. You can always add some duct tape, but I didn't have duct tape at the time when I did this. I just had the foil, and that worked for me. So yeah, and then you should be good to go, and it works like a charm. Oh, and also at the bottom of my jar, I also added some duct tape for some grip. You can get one of those little base holders, but that's if you want to buy one or whatever. But duct tape works fine too. So yeah, that's some home remedies for you.